College programs must be competitive in name, image, and likeness. I mean, it impacts current athletes, affects the decisions of recruits, obviously. And Gators fans can help put Florida at the forefront of NIL. The Gator Collective is leading the charge for Florida, uniting fans and student athletes like never before. You can commit for exclusive content, interactions, and events which bring you closer than ever to your favorite Gator athletes. Also, by joining the Gator Collective, you're empowering these student athletes to build relationships and develop skills that go far beyond just making money. You're providing an avenue for these Gators to excel in life. NIL will change the landscape of college sports. It already has, and Gator Nation can't be left behind. Do your part by joining the Gator Collective today, www.gatorcollective.com. And they're the ones bringing you this interview here today on Locked On Gators.
You are Locked On Gators, your daily podcast on the Florida Gators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Joining me now for Locked On Gators is Nina Rickards, guard for the Florida Gators women's basketball team. And Nina, last time we spoke, it was Mayish, we'll say.
Yeah.
It was around then. We were talking about just this upcoming season as you and Zippy being like the primary guards, primary facilitators, ball handlers, whatever term you want to use. It was you and Zippy. And obviously now Zippy is out for the season. So how did that kind of add to your responsibilities, not as just the facilitator, again, whatever synonym you want to use for that, but also as a veteran guard on a relatively young team?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say there was responsibility added on because, I've been preparing for it since the moment I stepped foot on the court as a Florida Gator. And, Kelly puts me in the positions and different scenarios in practice just in case we hit adversity. So I would say I was really prepared for it, having Zippy, having Kiki the previous years, and just being able to still talk and communicate with Zippy even though she's off the court. I just felt really prepared for it, so it wasn't anything added on. And I trust my teammates. Kelly brings in other players that, can step up and do what needs to be done on the court. And I think you guys have seen that so far in our past games. So
Yeah, that was actually going to be the next question anyway. Like, what has been your feel for the new additions? Because obviously, KK, who I apologize to KK, she's been on the show before. I consistently screw it up in conversation and go Kiki just from habit of last year. So
yes.
obviously, KK, Leilani, they were walking buckets against Florida A&M.
Right.
It was insane. Rashay, Kyle, the new additions who played a few minutes or didn't play. Just what's been the feel for adding them and kind of gelling together in Kelly's first season as the permanent head coach?
Like I said, I think Kelly did a great job bringing them in. She definitely knows, like, she has a feel for the people that she brings here. Clearly, they're definitely great additions, in my opinion. They fit our program. They want to win. They have the same mindset, and I think that's what's really important. Just bringing people here that want to win and understand that people are going to look at us and we have a target on our back. People are going to still doubt us no matter who we bring here, no matter who our coach is. And I think, we have that killer mentality and we just go after it each and every day. We compete against each other, and I think they're, like I said, a great addition. As you can see, we're moving well together. I think we're going to win a lot of games having them on our team as well.
Yeah. Last week I had Gabriella Lewis from The Next on here, and she covers the SEC. And she was talking about how when she interviewed Coach Finley, that she was just like very modest about everything. And then she spoke to the players at SEC Media Days, and it was just like, well, we want to win every game. Like it was just a complete confidence and just like, we're going to do this. So how does that kind of feel where it's like your coach is very, very modest? She's like, yeah, like we're going to go out there, we're going to try this. And the players like yourself are just like, we want to win every game. Like
Right.
just like that attitude.
I definitely think it gives us confidence, having a confident coach, knowing our capabilities. Like Kelly mentioned, it's Gators versus Gators every day. So it's really, we're competing with ourselves to get the best result. And like I said, her having that confidence in us, her having that attitude and that mentality, it just makes us want to play harder and play for her.
Yeah, and I mean, Florida A&M game season tipped off every time I do that. Football guy, sorry. 83-55 win over Florida A&M. How did it feel to be back? What were your thoughts on that game? How did it go?
I was really excited. At first, it stunned me. It was like 10-0, and I was like, "All right, you know what? They came out. They wanted it more for those first few minutes, but then Kelly made some substitutions. Our bench players were ready to go. They got called up, and they showed out. They got some deflections, some stops, some they got the energy going, and I think that's what's really great about our team. Um, Everybody's not going to have their best day, and then we can always count on the next person up. Everybody's going to be prepared. Everybody's going to be ready when it's their turn. So I was excited about that game. I'm happy we got that win, and we were able to win by 30. So
Yeah, that was first quarter wasn't going great, and that was the moment where KK came in and like I was told she was a bucket. I did not realize she was going to be 11 points in the first quarter. That much of a
yeah,
bucket. That was she built different there. But just overall as a team, shooting was inconsistent throughout the game. It
yeah.
was not a great shooting performance from the team. Was that more so about trying to gel together, or is it just, hey, had an off game?
No, I think it was just having an off game because I would say like our first exhibition, we were everything was falling, shots were going in. There's going to be days where the rim isn't our friend. It's going to be in and out. Little jitters there, missing layups, stuff like that. But I don't think it was necessarily like a team gelling together thing. I think we just some people were off and some people were on, and that's like I said, what makes it special. Somebody's going to show up. Doesn't matter if it's a starter or a bench player. Somebody's going to show up for us and get the energy going.
Yeah. Some nights the rim just isn't your friend, and I've spent almost 27 years trying to get the rim to be my friend whenever I play, so it hasn't happened yet. Doesn't like me. This bonus episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. It's the easiest place to spice up the college football season, your college football season, and by the way, great to help you make some money. I'm going to do it. Anthony Richardson rushing yards, Montreal Johnson rushing yards. I'm taking Spencer Rattler's rushing yards too for Florida versus South Carolina, and I'm going to make some money because that's been the strategy that's been working for me. That's that's what it's been. So I'm going to keep rolling with it. And you can sign up with the promo code Locked On, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Deposit $100, get another $100 free. And also, before we get into it, I'm going to make this one quick as well. But Nugenics, I mean, look, y'all are getting older. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm still 21. Not after a night out, but I still feel like I'm 21. Where maybe some of y'all got a dad bod. That I do. I'm not gonna front you. Feel less like your old self, not as athletic, not as fit. I get it. I used to play football. Happens when you fall out of that. You don't have time to work out. Happens with work. But you wanted the energy and body you once had. You discovered Nugenics and you felt revived. You're working out like you're used to. You're feeling good. You're looking good. And it's working out damn well. You can get a complimentary bottle of Nugenics Total T when you text college to 231-231. Text now, get a bottle of Nugenics Thermo, their most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text college to 231-231 and just get back into it. You tied a career high in steals against Florida A&M. You had 5, tied your career high, which you hadn't had since Kansas in 2019. Should we expect to keep seeing you be just more aggressive defensively? Is that what we're looking for this year?
Yes, I definitely think that should be expected. At my interview at the SEC Media Day, they asked me what have I been working on and what's something new to expect from me, and I definitely feel like I've been working on my defense and trying to get more aggressive and set the tone there before my offense even starts. So definitely just look out, trying to get up there with the steals.
Yeah, I'd imagine that other teams at the SEC Media Day were like, damn, when they heard you say that, because I feel like last year defense was your best strength. So to be like, yeah, I'm trying to get better at that, I'd be so pissed if I had to play
Right.
against Florida there. But it feels like in that first game, at least, the team took a little bit of a different approach from last year in the sense that they just seemed more aggressive defensively, attacking the basket. Last year, the team averaged 17 free throw attempts, and on Monday, made 18 free throws on 23 attempts. shooting more threes last year, averaged 17 and a half, had 31 attempts against Florida A&M. So much more aggressive mindset. Obviously, there were just more shots put up in general for the Gators. But is that kind of a mindset change that we should expect throughout the team of just we're going to be more aggressive, attacking the basket, taking more threes, and going for more steals?
Yeah, definitely. I think we work hard on, in practice getting our shots and making sure we get shots off. Everybody on our team has something unique that they bring, and we want them to, showcase their talent, showcase what they're good for. And I think everybody can score at different levels, so we're definitely trying to be more aggressive, not just on the offensive side, but defensively also.
And I asked you this in Mayish, whenever we win. I asked you in Mayish, and I will ask it now because now we have a clearer picture of, when I asked in May, it was still like, who's going to be on this team? How's it
Right.
going to go? Now we have a clear picture. Goals for the season, what are they? And based on the first game, based on preseason exhibitions, offseason, how do you feel about realistically achieving them this year?
I mean, I feel great about them. Like I said, everybody's not going to have their best day, but I won't, stay on that and be down about it if it's not my best day, because I know my teammates have my back. We go after it, we compete with each other every day. And I think, we're working towards something special. As you can see, all 5 people on that court at one time, we all have that mindset and that mentality that we're gonna dictate, we're gonna do what we want, we're gonna get to the free throw line, we're gonna get a stop here. So like I said in May, I was very excited, and I am now that we're finally here and we can finally, show what we've been working on, and it's gonna be a hell of a year.
But before I let you go, just one more question where media had you guys finishing, I believe it was sixth in the SEC.
Yeah.
Um, do you guys take offense to that? Like, is that something where you're like, all right, dude?
Honestly, I was surprised. I'm surprised they didn't put us last. Um, a lot of people, I feel like, even though we had the year we did last year, a lot of people are still gonna sleep on us, still gonna think it's a fluke because we had such and such on our team. And I'm excited and I like being the underdog, and I'm sure my teammates do too, because we love proving people wrong. And that's what we're gonna do this year. Like, all the media, the polls, the rankings, and all of that, it really doesn't matter to me, because I know when we get on that court, we're gonna, show people what we got and give it our all. So that's what I'm excited to do this year.
Yeah, I can't freaking wait for it. I'm very excited, so I can't wait for it. Thank you so much, Nina. This is Nina Rickards, Florida Gators guard for the women's basketball team, and I'm gonna try to have you back. Just so you know, I'm
Nah, I'll be
gonna make
back.
sure